G'day guys, this is Rob Woodman from the Lidbit and Ferguson Waterworks, and today we're at the ASCE headquarters in Reston, Virginia, where at the end of 2020 a sustainable parking lot project was finished here, where ASCE not only talked the talk but walked the walk. Today we're going to take a look at this site and see the variety of innovative BMPs that were installed here to make this project happen. Via a very generous donation from ICPI, permeable pavers were provided and installed by that group for the parking spaces adjacent to the entrance of the ASCE headquarters building. If you look up close to these small gray pavers, you'll see that the space between the pavers is filled with a small chipstone, and water is intended to pass through that to the stone base below, which is also equipped with an underdrain. And in a very strategic form, ICPI used actual white pavers to mark the striping, so they didn't have to use paint striping in this case, and that'll allow that striping to last for a lot longer. One of the BMPs that was installed in the southwest corner of the site was a 9x13 Filterra tree box filter. You can see right here a nice large size inlet mouth, which basically collects runoff that's coming down the curb line from the adjacent parking area and drives. And this box houses some innovative stormwater treatment media that processes the water, provides a ton of water quality, and then it eventually discharges to this existing drain. What's neat about the Filterra device is it has a solid top, so it's easily added to the sidewalk, where you can see there's still plenty of room for pedestrians to move by in front or behind this unit, so it doesn't compromise that access. The largest watershed area of this project was on the easterly side, and you can see a ton of impervious area. That entire area drained to these parking spaces that are equipped with the Stormcrete precast porous concrete panels, where a ton of the water will move through those panels into the stone below. Via a generous contribution from Porous Technologies, that are the manufacturer of the Stormcrete precast porous panels, the Stormcrete was also used for sections of the sidewalk, including this porous tactile warning strip, which is a pretty innovative way to drain areas that are typically ponded right here at the curb line where the sidewalk meets the drive aisle. And then finally, the focal point biofilter, which was placed just beyond the edge of the Stormcrete in this kind of landscaped garden area. The focal point is made up of a series of layers to treat and process and convey the treated stormwater. It starts with a 3-inch layer of hardwood shredded mulch, 18 inches of high-performance media, 6 inches of a bridging stone, and then a modular box underdrain to take that treated water to the domed overflow, which you'll see in the background. Water from this garden area and the associated hardscape or patio area also sheet flows to this low flow river stone channel, which also directs water to the focal point biofilter. The Rain Guardian is a simple, shallow depth precast structure that provides pre-treatment and screening for runoff prior to entering the primary BMP. It has a horizontal grate on top and a vertical filter wall on the back side, before it ultimately discharges to the green infrastructure asset. This domed overflow structure not only takes the treated runoff by way of underdrain from the focal point, but for larger storms that exceed the capacity of the focal point, runoff can directly flow through this domed cover and into the downstream storm drain. This domed overflow is equipped with a filter bag that's actually manufactured by Fabco Industries out of Long Island, New York. And this filter bag will collect any floatables, any mulch, any trash, or in this case, as you can see, some grass clippings to protect the downstream system even during overflow events. Probably my favorite part of this project was the ability to remove a couple of dozen parking spaces to reduce the amount of impervious cover, which is always good, and in that same space to create some surface green infrastructure practices to treat the polluted stormwater runoff coming off the parking lot behind me.
Even the pavement mix for the parking lot included some sustainable elements using a crushed rubber aggregate to help it last longer.
One of the really cool parts of this project was at the end of the project, all the project members and contributors to this project were honored via way of a simple paver in the hardscape patio area. And I was certainly excited to see my name on a brick when I came by to check this site out. And this project really wouldn't have been possible without the amazing support of the core project team members, Matt Jones, Mike Rollband, myself, David Smith, Sarah Knutson, Susan Wolford, Brian Parsons, Christine Williams, and Michael Sanyo. And Christine Williams and Mike Sanyo were the quarterbacks of this project, and without them, it certainly wouldn't have happened. Well, that's all from the ASCE headquarters in Reston, Virginia today. I'm Rob Woodman with Lidbit. And as you watch this video, I hope that you'll consider looking at ways that you can influence the implementation of green infrastructure in your area, the idea of reducing the amount of impervious, creating green natural areas, and remember, think global, but act local. This is Rob Woodman with Lidbit, signing off.